Hi everybody, today we have the beautiful GLA 180 from Mercedes Benz, and today I'm going to talk through some tips and tricks that you can do with this car. I upload videos of test drives in the beautiful London, UK weekly, so please make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon so that you get notified of when I upload videos. Anyway, let's start with the key. With the outside, this is the key for the Mercedes, and to unlock you can either walk up and just open up the door and it unlocks, or another way to do it is from the key. But on a hot day like today, just tip number one is that you can actually hold down the unlock button and all the windows will open, including the sunroof if you have that option. And if you want to close the windows, you press the lock button and hold your finger on the button and the windows will close. Right, let's head inside the vehicle. This is a start-stop engine. You just simply press the start button and the engine starts. This has the beautiful widescreen infotainment system, and I gotta say this is one of the best interior designs of any vehicle. You can control the screens by either from the buttons on the steering wheel or the touchpad down here, and there's shortcut buttons on the side, or you can actually touch the screen and you could control this screen by touch screen as well. However, the right hand screen, which is the driver screen, is not available as a touch screen and can only be controlled from these buttons on the steering wheel. The buttons on the right hand side of the wheel control the driver screen. The buttons on the left hand side of the steering wheel control the infotainment screen. You can set up multiple different kinds of screens on both your monitors. You can have your GPS in front of you, your maps. You can also have your maps on the main screen. There's a shortcut button here, which has got augmented reality, which is absolutely fantastic. And you can also control the infotainment screen using this touchpad here and choose what you would like, whether it's radio. You can go out of that. Let's turn that down for copyright purposes. And you could connect your media. The info screen is absolutely brilliant. It's got all your kind of engine output, engine torque, how much horsepower you're using, etc. To put it into drive, you simply, this knob over here, you push it down and it goes into drive. When you want to put it into park, you can either press the park button, which is on the side, or you can press the engine stop and it'll automatically go into park and apply the handbrake. The right hand screen can be controlled from the buttons on the right, and you have lots of different options, from assistance, which is lane assist, etc., your telephone, which is not connected, your navigation, trip, which is mainly your, if you click on it you'll see you have your rev counter on the right hand side and your speedometer on the left hand side. However, these can all be changed simply by pressing this touchpad on the right hand side. When you touch it, it brings up the middle. It's actually set on the middle, so as you can actually scroll through all the different options you have, and then if you turn it to the right, it will apply to the right hand side, and you could change that to all different kinds of things, from consumption to maps and G-force and anything. I mean, it's got so many options over here. I like to keep that on the rev counter, and then if you go to the left hand side, you could change from a speedometer also to your, well, clock, consumption, and all sorts of different options. Moving on to the touchpad, you can, again, you press the home button and you can choose what you would like to have up on your infotainment screen. You can also press the shortcut buttons and you can touch the screen. You can click home and it'll go back, and you can literally, you can choose whatever you want, and we will stick this back to info. The climate control is very simple. You can either set it on auto, which is this button here. If you press the menu button, you will see on the screen it actually brings up your heating, your climate menu. You can change where you want it to go, whether you want it on your body, on your feet, or up on the window. You could change the fan speed, you could change the temperature, and you got a button here to sync the right and the left hand side, because you can have different temperatures for different sides of the vehicle. Let's go back to home and get the info screen back on. From the infotainment screen, you can actually change the ambient lighting by simply going into the comfort section, and you can choose what color you want and the brightness, and you can really customize. I think it's got hundreds of colors on this car. It's absolutely brilliant. Another interesting feature is you won't really be able to see it because it's a really sunny day today, but when you change the temperature of the heating and the air conditioning, if you turn it up, you'll see the vents actually turn red slightly. Again, you can't really see it in this video because of the kind of day it is today in London, which is beautiful and sunny, something like 30 degrees, which is 90, I think. If I made a mistake, please correct me in the comments below. And when you turn it down, it turns blue. Again, you can't really see it because of the lighting we have outside. Right, let's head off, go for a little drive, and I'll show you some things that we can do whilst we're driving. Simply put it into drive and off you go. And one thing I could tell you is it's a really responsive car, this. It's very comfortable, you sit on a nice level, the seats are supportive, and the steering wheel is extremely sharp and precise. It's literally, you turn it into a bend and you feel the whole direction of the car change. If you're not sure what I mean by that, you have cars like Volvos and Lexuses which are just numb and smooth, where this just feels a little bit more sportier, and it's really nice. I like it a lot. Another feature this car has is when you stop and you don't want to keep your foot on the brake, you simply kick your foot down and it will stay there as if your handbrake is on. And I'll just do a small demonstration. I'm not sure if you can see it. Kick your foot down and now my feet are not on the foot brake and the car is not going anywhere, which is a lovely feature. And when you're ready to go off, you just put your foot on the gas and off you go. Gotta tell you also, the quality on this car is pretty good. And you got nice soft touch leather at the top, or fake leather, whatever you want to call it, but it's nice. On this model we got electric seats with 3 memory settings, which is very convenient if you have other drivers that use your vehicle. You just get in, press which seat is memorized to your memory, and off you go. I also like this feature here on the right hand side of the steering wheel, the way you can literally customize your screen here to whatever you want. I mean, in the middle, if I want to have let's say display, you can do a full screen display here, but I think the best kind of display is the navigator. There's a navigation, you click on it, navigation and display, and there you got it, a full screen of the navigation right in front of you. Another nice feature is that if you are lazy and bored, you can actually talk to your car and it will respond to your commands. So if you don't want to take your hands off the steering wheel and you want to, let's say, turn up the temperature, you can simply say these 2 words, "Hey Mercedes,
how can I help?"
and it will actually help you. And you could say all sorts of things to it. For example, you can say, "Hey Mercedes,
how may I help you?
I'm very hot today.
Temperature set to minimum."
And that's brilliant. And if you're feeling cold, you can actually say things like turn up the temperature, or set the temperature to whatever you want it to be, whether it's 20 degrees, 22 degrees, whatever you're comfortable with. You can actually talk to your car and tell it what to do. Welcome to London, to British roads, narrow roads. Yes, you got to actually navigate yourself through these winding, narrow streets. Other things you can say to your car are things like, "Hey Mercedes,
how may I help you?
Play LBC." And there you got it. It's playing one of my favorite radio stations. If you're really bored, you can say things like, "Hey Mercedes,
How can I help?
Tell me a joke.
What do you call a super articulate dinosaur? A thesaurus.
Okay, that wasn't a good one. Hey Mercedes,
How may I help you?
that joke was rubbish. Tell me another joke.
Why are fish so smart? Because they live in schools.
Okay, very funny. Or if you're really feeling unloved and you just want somebody to tell you how much they appreciate you, you can say things like, hey Mercedes,
How can I help?
I love you.
Was it love at first ride?
Ha, very funny. Love at first ride. Not quite. And it wasn't love at first sight either. It did take me a while to get used to this. But there you have it. This is the Mercedes, the new Mercedes with augmented reality, which I haven't yet shown you. And it's just a brilliant, brilliant car. I love it. And you know what's happening? I didn't even realize I pressed something earlier. My seat keeps on moving, keeps on changing. If you know what that is, please put in the comments below what the hell is going on with my seat. Every couple of minutes I feel a movement in my seat. Please tell me what that is. I'm sure other people also have such a question. Thank you very much. Oh, it just moved again. Why does it keep on moving? What the hell is going on here? Right, I'm feeling a little bit bored, so we're going to change the screen because I got quite bored of that. Let's just see what all this is. We've got the telephone, which because my phone is not connected to this car, nothing will show up. We have also got, oh, your radio, obviously. Oh, stars and display. Let's see what that is. Sport. Classic. Oops. Keep your eyes on the road at all time. Right, there we go. It's actually changed quite dramatically over there. I hope you've liked this video. Please put your comments in the comments below about anything, any questions you have, and I'll try and answer them. And please like the video, subscribe, hit that bell icon, because we post videos every week, sometimes twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week, of test drives in this beautiful, beautiful city. I mean, it's one of the greatest cities on the planet. Thank you very much for watching, and you make it a fantastic day. Thank you, guys.